Very good morning and welcome to Athavan News Paper Highlights. Today, Wednesday, 17th of February 2016. I am Mr. Edward Udedas Devasagayam. Today we have three newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, we take Daily Mirror. Sicily in High Court over GK case. Court directs prisons officials to produce Miss Kottalavala in court on February 23. Colombo High Court Judge Manilal Vaithiyaratna yesterday directed prison officials to produce Sicily Kottalavala in court on February 23 in connection with the case filed against her on charges of misappropriating 7.2 billion rupees belonging to Golden Key depositors. Protesters block Nigam Road. Residents of Kajima Water on Ferguson Road staged a protest yesterday on the Japan Friendship Bridge, blocking vehicular traffic, complaining that their houses had been demolished by the Urban Development Authority. Heavy traffic congestion was reported for more than 3 hours on Grand Pass Road, the New Colony Bridge, Ferguson Road, Peliagoda and Bluemendal Road, and vehicles heading towards Wattala and Nigambu from Colombo were diverted along alternative routes. Will sack Jositha if charges are proved, Navy. Ex-President Mahinda Rajapaksa's son Jositha, a lieutenant in the Navy and currently in remand custody on charges of financial irregularities at the Carlton Sports Network, would be sacked if found guilty of the charges, the Navy said yesterday. South Asian Game gold medalists return. The Sri Lankan sportsmen and women who won gold at the 12th South Asian Games held in India returned to the island yesterday. Basil files fundamental rights petition. The former Economic Development Minister Basil Rajapaksa yesterday filed a fundamental rights petition complaining that the Financial Crimes Investigation Division was planning to arrest and remand him without bail on the grounds that he had allegedly amassed wealth illegally. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. Prime Minister warns GMOA, don't raise baseless objections. Capital tax in the offing. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, criticizing the conduct of the GMOA, warned that the people would teach them a lesson if they continue to raise baseless objections against the government over signing an economic agreement with India. We reduced the duty on their duty-free vehicle permits as per the request by the GMOA. If they continue to object, I will consider increasing this duty again, and thereby we can lessen the tax burden on the ordinary people, he said. PM NPC chief ministers to meet monthly to discuss various issues. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe is to meet the Northern Provincial Council chief minister every month to discuss matters related to development and other issues. This had been decided at the first Northern Province Development Planning meeting chaired by the Prime Minister on Monday. Meanwhile, the NPC is yet to get on board with the new housing development project proposed by the Rehabilitation Ministry. The proposal to build 65,000 houses at a cost of 2.1 million rupees each was met with stiff opposition from the provincial councillors who participated in the meeting. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. Welgamer granted bail. Magistrate wants VC's appointment letter. Colombo Chief Magistrate Jihan Pilapittiya yesterday released UPFA and SLFP Culture District MP Kumara Welgamer on bail on the case relating to allegedly having illegally paid a sum of 3.2 million rupees to the former vice chairman of the SLTB. The case was filed against him by the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption. Former Transport Minister Welgamer was released on a cash bail of 25,000 rupees and two sureties of 1 million rupees each. Paranagama Commission extended. The mandate of the Presidential Commission to investigate complaints regarding missing persons has been extended for 3 months. Chairman of the Commission, Maxwell Paranakama said yesterday. President arrives in Berlin. President Maithripala Sirisena and Mrs. Jayanthi Sirisena arrived at the Tegel airport in Berlin in the early hours of yesterday morning, where they were met by the German government's Chief of Protocol Ambassador Jürgen Christian Mertens and staff of Embassy of Sri Lanka, including Sri Lankan Ambassador to Germany Karunatilaka Amunugama. With all those highlights, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan News Paper Highlights.